What happens when close celebrity friendships unravel in the public eye, not with a whisper, but with a bang? In the age of viral moments and relentless media scrutiny, even the tightest bonds can fracture under pressure. That's exactly what unfolded when a leaked video involving comedy icon Kevin Hart rocked the entertainment industry to its core. What began as a private moment suddenly became headline news, setting off a chain reaction of speculation, backlash, and public fallout. But this isn't just another celebrity scandal. It's a revealing glimpse into the fragile dynamics of fame, trust, and loyalty. For Hart, who has built his brand on humor, relatability, and a tight inner circle of fellow stars, the video represented more than a personal embarrassment. It threatened to reshape his public image and test the strength of his relationships in the spotlight. As the world watched in real time, questions swirled. Who was behind the leak? What did it reveal? And perhaps most importantly, what does it say about the pressures celebrities face in a digital world where privacy is fleeting and reputations can change with a single post? This story goes beyond tabloid gossip. It's a reflection of modern celebrity culture, where one viral moment can flip admiration into outrage and friendships into feuds. Buckle up as we dive into the controversy, the fallout, and what this means not just for Kevin Hart, but for the future of celebrity friendships in the social media era. The firestorm began with a single, explosive leak, a video featuring Kevin Hart in what was clearly meant to be a private moment. In the clip, Hart is heard making pointed remarks that many interpreted as dismissive, even disrespectful, toward fellow celebrities. Among those mentioned? None other than Hart Diddy, a name that carries weight, influence, and a history of high-profile connections. What made this leak so shocking wasn't just the content, but the context. This wasn't a red carpet soundbite or an offhand comment caught by paparazzi. It was a candid, behind-closed-doors conversation, never intended for public ears. And yet, it surfaced. Raw, unfiltered, damaging. But how did it go public? That's where the plot thickens. All fingers quickly pointed to none other than 50 Cent, rap mogul, master instigator, and social media provocateur. Known for his sharp wit and no-holds-barred approach to celebrity drama, 50 Cent has a long track record of stirring controversy with calculated precision. Whispers began to circulate that someone within Hart or Diddy's circle had secretly recorded the exchange and passed it along to 50, who, true to form, wasted no time sharing it with the world. Once 50 dropped the video, chaos ensued. The internet ignited like a match to gasoline. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, every platform lit up with reactions. Hashtags trended. Memes flew. Fans took sides, critics dissected every syllable, and the media jumped on the story like sharks in a feeding frenzy. What was said? What did it mean? Was it betrayal, a misunderstanding, or something deeper? More than just a celebrity spat, the leak touched a nerve, exposing the fine line between public persona and private reality in the world of the ultra-famous. And for Kevin Hart, it marked the beginning of a scandal that would challenge not only his image, but the very foundation of trust within his inner circle. The moment the leaked video surfaced, the internet went into overdrive. Within minutes, timelines flooded with hot takes, and Kevin Hart's name shot to the top of trending lists worldwide. Reactions came swiftly, and they weren't all in his favor. Some fans rallied behind Hart, insisting the clip was taken out of context and calling for empathy. Others, however, weren't as forgiving, accusing him of hypocrisy and disloyalty for airing what sounded like private grievances about fellow celebrities, particularly Diddy. This wasn't just another viral moment. It was a full-blown public reckoning. For Kevin Hart, a man who has meticulously crafted an image rooted in humor, hustle, and humility, the situation posed a serious threat. His carefully maintained reputation now teetered under the weight of public opinion, and every comment, tweet, and Instagram story added more fuel to the fire. Social media quickly transformed into a digital battlefield. Hashtags like hashtag Heartleak, hashtag Diddy Drama, and hashtag 50 Cent Strikes Again dominated conversations, spawning threads filled with debates, memes, and speculation. Supporters argued that everyone has private conversations that weren't meant to be judged by the public, that no one is immune to venting behind closed doors. Critics, meanwhile, insisted that being a public figure means holding yourself to a higher standard, even in private. It became more than a scandal. It became a mirror reflecting the paradox of modern celebrity culture, the demand for authenticity clashing with the expectation of perfection. Caught in the eye of the storm, Hart remained notably silent in those crucial early hours, no doubt calculating his next move. In the age of cancel culture and instantaneous outrage, the margin for error is razor-thin. One misstep can escalate an already volatile situation, and for Hart, the next few days would be crucial in determining whether this would be a momentary stumble or a lasting stain on his legacy. The fallout was swift and unforgiving. In the wake of the leak, Kevin Hart found himself in the center of a media firestorm. Headlines blared his name, comment sections buzzed with debate, and the internet became a relentless machine of judgment and speculation. For someone accustomed to commanding a room with laughter, Hart was now facing silence and scrutiny. Backlash hit hard. Social media turned into a circus of opinion, with memes mocking the situation circulating at lightning speed. The drama spiraled far beyond the video itself. It became a symbol of the fragile nature of fame and the speed at which public favor can vanish. Hart, a man who built a career on relatability and trust, now found his authenticity under question. Yet, amidst the chaos, there were voices of support. One of the most notable came from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a longtime friend and frequent collaborator. In a heartfelt Instagram post, Johnson expressed unwavering loyalty, writing, "Real friends don't run when things get messy. They stand tall. Proud to call Kevin my brother." His words struck a chord, offering Hart a much-needed moment of solidarity. But even this gesture couldn't stop the tide of public division. Some applauded Hart for staying quiet and presumably taking time to reflect. Others viewed his silence and the sudden cancellation of multiple appearances as an avoidance tactic. He bowed out of red carpets, press junkets, and live shows, later citing the need to prioritize his mental health. That decision, while human and understandable, only fueled more questions. Was he owning up to his actions? Or retreating from accountability? As speculation grew, tabloids ran wild. Stories ranged from exaggerated reports of rifts within his inner circle to doomsday predictions about his career. For the first time in years, Hart's future in Hollywood seemed uncertain. Would he bounce back, or had the leak inflicted lasting damage? The incident marked more than just a PR crisis, it was a turning point. Not only for Hart, but for the celebrity ecosystem as a whole. In an era where everything private can become public in an instant, the incident served as a sobering reminder. In the spotlight, one moment can change everything. At first, Kevin Hart met the storm with defiance. Clearly frustrated and feeling betrayed, he turned to social media, his preferred battleground, to vent. Without naming names, he posted a series of cryptic, sharp-edged messages that many interpreted as subtle jabs at 50 Cent. The tone was defensive, even combative. Hart wasn't ready to back down, not yet. He was hurt, cornered, and speaking in coded frustration to the millions watching from the sidelines. But as the noise grew louder and the controversy refused to fade, something shifted. In a candid, sit-down interview days later, the bravado gave way to vulnerability. Gone was the defiance. In its place stood a man owning up to his misstep. "I should have been more careful about what I say, even in private," Hart admitted. His voice was steady, but the weight behind his words was undeniable. It was a moment of rare transparency, and one that many didn't expect. That moment changed the narrative. For fans, the raw honesty struck a chord. It reminded them that behind the fame, Hart is human, fallible, emotional, and learning. His willingness to accept responsibility and acknowledge that even private words carry consequences marked a turning point. The public, once divided, began to soften. Sympathy began to return, albeit cautiously. Still, the scars remained. The leaked video continued to circulate. Memes persisted, and whispers of distrust lingered in Hollywood circles. Hart's apology may have helped him regain a foothold, but the incident left a permanent mark not just on his career, but on his sense of privacy and trust. In the unforgiving court of public opinion, Hart's response was a lifeline, but also a reminder that in today's world, there's no such thing as off the record. One moment of weakness, and the walls of stardom can begin to crack. This scandal goes beyond Kevin Hart. It highlights the fragility of trust within the celebrity world, where the smallest misstep can snowball into a public relations disaster. One wrong move, one private moment exposed, and an entire career can be put at risk. In a realm where every interaction is under a microscope and every word can be weaponized, the stakes are higher than ever. Social media plays a pivotal role in this dynamic. What used to be behind-the-scenes drama is now broadcasted to millions in an instant. Platforms like Twitter and Instagram have become amplifiers of celebrity scandals, turning private moments into public spectacles. For stars like Hart, this creates a constant battle to manage their personal relationships while navigating the pressures of a relentless public eye. The question becomes, how do celebrities maintain genuine connections and navigate the complexities of fame when every action can be dissected and judged? For Kevin Hart, the aftermath of the leak may have long-term consequences. While his ability to own up to his mistake gave him a moment of redemption, the stain of the incident may linger far longer. Hollywood's unforgiving nature ensures that even a fleeting scandal can leave a lasting mark. Reputations, once tarnished, are hard to rebuild, and Hart now faces the challenge of moving forward in an industry where trust and loyalty are fragile commodities. This situation underscores the immense pressure celebrities face to curate and protect their public personas, often at the expense of their personal lives. The boundaries between the private and the public blur, and the stress of maintaining an image that aligns with public expectations can weigh heavily on even the most successful. For Hart, his decision to step back from the spotlight, canceling events and focusing on his mental health speaks to the emotional toll of such pressure. As the leak continues to echo throughout the media, the reality is clear. In the world of celebrity, one slip-up can set off a cascade of consequences, and the struggle to balance fame with authenticity is more difficult than ever. Hart's experience serves as a cautionary tale for the perils of living in the public eye, where trust, once broken, can be nearly impossible to restore. As the dust settled from the leaked video, a new layer of intrigue emerged, one fueled by speculation and rumors that threatened to complicate the already messy fallout. Whispers began circulating about Diddy's past relationships with other artists, including Meek Mill, sparking further curiosity about the state of his friendship with Kevin Hart. Was the leaked video merely the tip of the iceberg, or was it the beginning of a deeper rift that had been brewing beneath the surface for months? The world waited with bated breath, hoping for answers, yet only more questions arose. In the realm of celebrity, relationships are never just personal. They're a complex mix of loyalty, public perception, and media portrayal. Fans and analysts alike began to connect the dots, combing through past interactions between Hart, Diddy, and 50 Cent, looking for signs that this might not just be a one-off controversy, but the start of a full-blown feud. The timing was curious, and the intensity of the drama suggested that there was more to this story than met the eye. Diddy and Hart had always been inseparable in the public eye. They'd appeared together at countless events, offered mutual support for one another's projects, and shared moments of camaraderie that seemed to cement their status as close friends. Their bond was built on years of collaboration and shared experience, making it all the more shocking when the leak revealed cracks in their relationship. Fans, who had once admired the seemingly unshakable connection between the two, were now left questioning whether this incident could really spell the end of their friendship. As rumors spread like wildfire, theories emerged suggesting that this drama might have even deeper roots. Could this be part of a larger power struggle within Hollywood's tight-knit circles? Was the leak just a symptom of something much bigger, something that had been brewing for a long time, perhaps exacerbated by personal and professional tensions that had been hidden from the public? For Hart, the situation grew increasingly complicated. Not only did he have to manage the fallout from his own words, but now the public was scrutinizing his every interaction with Diddy, reading between the lines of every gesture and word. Would they be able to patch things up? Or was this a defining moment in their relationship, one that would alter the dynamics of Hollywood friendships forever? In a world where loyalty can be fleeting and the line between friendship and business is often blurred, the future of Hart and Diddy's bond remains uncertain. As the media continued to speculate, it became clear that the consequences of the leak would reverberate far beyond just a personal misstep. It had the potential to reshape the very nature of celebrity alliances and rivalries. In the aftermath of the leak, both Hart and Diddy faced significant challenges. Hart's career trajectory was uncertain, while Diddy had to navigate the fallout from being implicated in the drama. The leaked video not only affected their personal lives, but also had potential repercussions for their professional endeavors. Projects that were once in the pipeline faced scrutiny, and sponsors began to reconsider their partnerships. The media frenzy surrounding the incident continued to grow, with outlets dissecting every detail of the story. Hart's ability to bounce back from this scandal would depend on how he managed the narrative moving forward. Would he embrace the controversy and use it to fuel his career, or would he retreat further into the shadows? The entertainment industry is known for its unforgiving nature, and Hart would need to tread carefully. In conclusion, the leaked video drama surrounding Kevin Hart and 50 Cent is far from over. It highlights the complexities of fame and friendship in Hollywood. As we watch this story unfold, it makes us wonder, what other celebrity secrets might be waiting to be exposed? The world is watching, and the stakes have never been higher. The fallout from this incident serves as a reminder of the fragile nature of trust in the celebrity world. One moment of indiscretion can lead to a lifetime of consequences. For Kevin Hart, the journey ahead will be challenging, but it also presents an opportunity for growth and redemption. As he navigates the aftermath of the scandal, fans will be eagerly watching to see how he emerges from the shadows and reclaims his place in the spotlight.